what's going to happen. So I totally agree to that. And we're almost done with time. We don't have that much, and I have a long list of questions, but I will ask only two last questions.
Sure.
So what is the most surprising thing you learned about innovation after so many years of experience?
So, you know that,
Just a minute before we go to that, we
sure.
have suggestions connected to what we said. Maybe there's a way to fake a crisis to push innovation.
Yes, could be a strategy. Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Ilan. Is there a way? I thought about it. Like, could you create something which is like, I don't think you can. Can you create a crisis? And crisis comes from, it needs to surprise you. It's like you cannot tickle yourself. It's the same thing because it's you expect it, right?
Yes, you know that. But if you're thinking, today we are already in crisis. Most of the companies are in crisis, and they don't even know.
Yeah.
So because the problem with crisis is not that should exist the crisis, but the people must believe that crisis exists. So it's much
Yeah.
harder than just creating a crisis.
Yeah. And Ole is saying that the only safe way to predict future is to create it. So this is how you're avoiding and creative disruption. Thanks, Ole. So we can go back to the question after somebody just talked about what we said. So what is the most surprising thing you learned? Tell us.
Yeah, one thing that I learned that is also was crazy for me is that normally we use experts to create innovative solutions, but experts have a deep knowledge about what already exists, not about what will exist in the next years. And this, if you think about this, is incredible because we use that one, but normally they turn down a lot of innovative solutions because they didn't know that.
Right.
And so we need more visionary people driving innovation. So people that are able to imagine what doesn't exist today and say, okay, let's find a way to figure it out if it's possible to doing it now. Because in my opinion, today, everything could be possible. There are just two challenges, time and money. So maybe we need 100 years or 1,000 years to arrive at that point, but could be possible to do that. Maybe we need billions to do that and we don't have the money. It's fine. It's a different answer that say, no, it's not possible. And for this reason, normally when I work also in particular with disruptive startups that arrive with a disruptive solution that I maybe cannot evaluate properly because I am not knowledgeable about everything, so in all technologies. And I need experts to evaluate that. So what I'm doing is not asking them, what do you think about the technology itself? Because otherwise they say, no, it's not possible. Maybe they are breaking some rules, then physics rules. No, that's not possible. I'm asking, telling me how this could be possible. What are the circumstances or the technologies? What should happen to make this real? And so everything's changing. The experts has to find a way to make it work.
Yeah. And we have another comment. We like to engage with thought leaders to identify possible innovative solutions. And when we know what to develop, we look for experts. Yeah, that's all. So when we know what we want to develop, we look for experts after that instead of like in the beginning. Yeah, you're right, Ole. Okay, we have the last question right now, and I want to thank everyone who took part in the discussion, and we have only the last one. So what is your number one tip for innovation leaders?
So here is look beyond innovation. So look where others are not able to see, between and beyond the innovation, search in other sectors for solutions that could fit your needs, explore solutions that solve needs related to yours, because the real innovation is cross-reference. So between different things, different market, different technologies. So look for that, and you will be really able to innovate.
Yeah, I think it's related to the way that maybe in the past we thought that we need to explore something very to the end, to research to the end of all the circumstances of a specific topic and to specialize in that. But if you go to what was like, in Leonardo da Vinci, and you will tell it, you will say the name better, right? When you say Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, you said it perfectly. So Leonardo da Vinci. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
you said it better. So the way that they thought was like all over. They wanted to know everything. They wanted to understand the nature of things. And I think that right now we are going back to that, like being a generalist, seeing things on the higher level. And for sure, if you want to see the future, you need to understand all of the circumstances changing the world into that future, and it's related to technology, it's related to cultures and people and politics and everything. But for sure in technology there are things that they are prepared right now, and they will be relevant in a year or two or three, and you must know about that for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I want to thank you, Carlo, for your time. It's been such a pleasure. And where could people hear more about your work and contact you?
So LinkedIn is the best place. So my page where I'm Carlo Rivis, and on LinkedIn is where I updated about what I'm doing right now, and to be in touch with me easily.
Thank you. So it's been a pleasure talking to you, and it's been lots of fun. And I'm so happy that people were interested in ask questions. And thank you, Ilan and Kandor and Ole, for asking your question and taking part. And to all of you change makers out there, thank you for joining me. And if you want to learn more about what I do and my work, go and visit invincibleinnovation.com. And I'll see you next week with another innovative, insightful talk. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.